Well, call it a mini revolt at the State House. KBOI2 Scott Logan is live to explain why 5 Republican lawmakers have asked to be removed from their committee assignments.
The 5 representatives here at the State House, including Representatives Nate and Moon, are reacting to House Speaker Scott Bedke's decision last week to take Representative Heather Scott off her committees after she said that women in the legislature only move up by trading sexual favors. The 5 Republican representatives made their requests one by one on the House floor, causing murmurs of surprise among some lawmakers.
Lady has the floor for a privilege.
I request to be removed from my committees until this problem is resolved professionally.
The 5 are Ron Nate, Priscilla Giddings, Dorothy Moon, Christy Zitto, and Carrie Hanks. Speaker Scott Bedke gave no indication on the floor what he was going to do, so we asked him. How is this going to be resolved, Mr. Speaker?
Well, that's a good question.
But Bedke says he has no intention of removing any of the 5 from their committee assignments. If they choose not to attend, he says, that's up to them.
But we will work our way through this. I anticipate that the caucus chairman will call another meeting and we'll work through it.
Do you intend to restore Representative Scott to her committee assignments soon?
At this point, I have no plans.
Bedke says he has not seen anything quite like this before, but he says lawmakers often disagree with each other. And what about Heather Scott's public criticism of Bedke's leadership?
I understand that she's upset.
Now, the Associated Press is reporting that 2 of the 5 did show up indeed this afternoon for their respective committee hearings. Now, all of this is taking place during the second week of the legislature when there's a typical lull before things really get going, and the Speaker hopes to have this resolved in some form before they start acting on legislation. Live at the State House, Scott Logan, KBOI2 News.
Of course, this all began after remarks made by Representative Heather Scott. On December 1st, Scott said to a woman who had just gotten appointed to a leadership position in the legislature that women could only move up if they, quote, spread their legs. Several legislators complained, including Nampa Representative Christy Perry, who wrote a letter to the Speaker of the House. Scott was removed from all of her committees last Thursday. In a statement, Scott blamed Idaho news outlets and establishment legislators, saying that they were trying to undermine conservatives.